Right, this is to show you more information on snapshotting. So log into your box, vCenter, comes up with a summary, everything you've got. Let's pick something that is quite small. So you pick a VM. Snapshots. There's two ways of doing it. You can manage snapshots if you've got other ones as well. You can delete all snapshots, or you can just take a snapshot. So we'll take a snapshot. And that's telling me it's doing it. And then we'll go back to the next section when it's finished making the snapshot. One I made earlier, it's now completed. Right, the easiest way then is you can manage the snapshots, or you can revert to the latest. Right, that's a snapshot I've just made about anything. So disk usage, it tells you everything I've done. You can edit it because you can call it whatever you like. I find it easier here at the moment. So say for instance you make some changes and then you want to revert to another snapshot, you can just revert to that snapshot. Now I know what you're asking, or what you're thinking. You're thinking, right, what if I take a snapshot about a week ago and I've put a load of software on there and it was fine and it's screwed and everything like that, and I can't do much with it. Right, the easiest way to do it is, if you're going to install major software and things like that, or make severe changes, do a snapshot after each one until you're really happy and that everything's working fine. Once you've done that, then you can remove all the snapshot data. If not, it's always a good idea to snapshot and edit the snapshot directly itself, saying what you've done. So it's like a time scale for what you've done and what you've put in place. That way it's easier for you to actually go back and say, right, well, okay, I installed some tracking software and it's really screwed up the VM. I'm going to take that out. I can go back, take it out, revert back to the last snapshot, delete the snapshot that had the problem, then do it again, or get it corrected or something like that, then take the final snapshot. It's a way of doing a slice at a time instead of it you're installing some software, blows up the complete machine and you can't restore it or you can't do anything about it, so you basically have to start rebuilding it again. It's an easier way to manage it. The other thing is to remember, every time you take a snapshot, that's disk space, that's storage. Keep an eye on your snapshots. You can actually do that with RV Tools or vCenter. You can have a look at the data stores, but you can't have a look at all your snapshots in one go, but you can in RV Tools. When we thrown that up earlier, so I'll go to RV Tools, got to be careful with snapshots because they use up a hell of a lot of storage. If you've got, say, 8 virtual machines, then you can have problems. There you go, it's told me that I've just done one, and that's how much the size it is. Quenched is when it takes a virtual snapshot of the onboard memory. I've never bothered with it. Not on Windows frame machines. Anything on Linux that tends to operate on the kernel, yes, it's a good idea. It's much different because otherwise the snap reverts to a blank memory. and since most of the kernel's memory operated, it can be a bit of a problem. And that's the easiest way to do it. It can tell you how much you've used on different things that you can remember, and you can get rid of them. You can't delete snapshots in RV Tools. This is purely a monitoring thing, but it's a good idea to see what was going on and bits and pieces and changing.